tell you my problems, meditating my silence. But I keep pushing my pen, rotating my stylus. Brokenness feeling like sin, now no Creflo Dollar. Used to be left on red, now all the girls go holler. Now all the girls go follow. All the fake fans gon' pile up. I need peace to borrow, get that right back tomorrow. Somehow all the fans go bravo. Smile so much to hide my sorrow. Take the shaky in vibrato. I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too
From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. The Atlanta Braves going up against the New York Mets. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Pretty decent win streak on the line in this one, Chris.
This team has been doing all the little things right now. Being able to hit in situations and hit with runners in scoring position. When you look over the course of a long season, if you're going to be successful, it's doing the little things right.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And today's starting pitcher, Jesus Luzardo. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win. And I expect to see that from him in this one today.
Here's the center fielder. Michael Harris. And a pitch. That one finds the zone, and we're underway. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. Swings and misses, and there's one down.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike one.
One strike.
Swing and a miss.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. 2 outs, base is empty. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. That one's in there. Strike one.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
On the ground to the left. Witt. On to first. They get the out on Acuna. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Citi Field. And on the hill, the big righty, Mike Soroka.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trust it, and really go after hitters, not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Bottom of the first. And stepping in for New York, Jarren Duran. Wind to the pitch. Now a screamer into the outfield. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. Someone who makes things happen for them in part with his legs. Andres Gimenez.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Yandy Diaz now. Homered last night. Added another hit as well. Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting third. No left fielder. Brandon
Brandon Nimmo. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Ripped on a line, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Mets. We played an inning, no score. New inning getting started, and now Matt Olson. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
Big swing and a miss. Yeah, he's one of those umpires that I have to see make his call on a borderline pitch before I start making. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The second baseman.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There goes the runner. In the dirt, blocked. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Strike 2.
Porter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Got him swinging. And that's the first out.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. That was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Here's Austin Riley.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Throws to first in time.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's Orlando Arcia.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That clips the corner. Olsen on third with 2 out. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 outs. Runs on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat too much on that one. So 1 hit is all they get. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Nolan Jones. Soroka back to work. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Soroka, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. Steps on first for the out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Adley.
Here's Adley Rutschman. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff.
This one's into the outfield, could be extra bases, and he's got a double.
Now, Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And it's second with one away. And next for the Mets, Jorge Soler went deep in the ball game last night. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. And here it comes. That clips the zone, and it's 0-2. One out, the runner at second here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Gone. He jacks that one out to left. Home run number 30 on the year. And they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, gets the home.
One down. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That one ripped right center field. And it one-hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Here's Lane Thomas, having a nice year in terms of power. Right now he's 7th in the NL in home runs.
0-1's the count.
The pitch. Ground ball, Olsen. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting up, the second baseman.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That misses. Ball one. Late with the swing there.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. He's got it. That is the inning. Mets had 2 runs on this blast, and it's 2-zip.
Make a move, make a move, make a move. What it do, what it do, what it do. I was starving at the.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Gio Urshela steps in.
Gio Urshela.
Urshela measures 6 feet even, 33 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And a pitch. On the ground to third. Over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting up, the catcher, Ryan Castillo.
Ryan Castillo digs in now. Check swing, no appeal. And now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Thomas hauls it in, 2 away.
Now the center fielder.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup.
Harris.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. Just missed. The Mets leading by 2. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Ground ball left side and foul ball. And a pitch. Just missing there. Now 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's hard hit in the line. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Braves. They trail things here 2-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Jarren Duran. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are. He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Righty to the plate. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And there's 1 down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
So up next for New York, Yandy Diaz. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. 1 out, bases empty. Warning track. Ball. And you can touch them all, baseball man. A gigantic blast. Home run number 10 on the year. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. That's off the mark. 1-0. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the last half of the 3rd. The 1-1. Late on that fastball.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here's Nolan Jones. 0 for 1 so far.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Right side. Fires over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jared Kelnick. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. And a strike on the outside edge. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Got it by him for the K. Here is Matt Olson. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Bounced up the middle. Witt slings to first, and Olson is set down. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. Braves go down quickly here. Still down 3-0. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Here's the catcher for the Mets, Adley Rutschman. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Jorge Soler up at the plate. First pitch, not close. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Rutschman gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him swinging.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Witt now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Something I'm noticing in this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
The pitch. Ground ball could be 2. Albies off balance beat. There's 1, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Lane Thomas will hit next. Grounded out his first time. Soroka keeping an eye on him.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
First offering. Runner goes up the middle. Tosses to first. And that is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 4. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers right through there for a strike. On the ground, and that chance handled. Gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So digging in, Austin Riley. He's 0 for 1. Just off the outside edge, and that is ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Good eye right there. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. Swung on, belted. Back there. That one is gone. A massive home run. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 3-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. And there's the strike.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in here in game 3 of this 4-game series. That one clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. Now, this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Here's Gio Urshela. He's been a great free agent sign. And that one a little below the knees. And that's ball 1. There's the strike. A wide to kick the pitch. That one hit to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. Long ball draws the Braves closer. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for New York, Andres Jimenez. Soroka back to work. And that one is in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch, and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Everything came together for him. Spoiled that back to a breaking ball perfectly. Stayed tall, didn't lean out towards it, let it get deep, and then just squared it up pretty nicely the opposite way. That's great hitting. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Thrown there. Safe. His wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. And man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
And the pitch. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
That one fouled off. Next offering is in for a strike. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Joe Jimenez up and loosening in the pen. Bummer, a left-hander, also throwing. One away with a runner at third. goes down looking.
No, you got to be ready to swing the bat with a runner in scoring position and 2 strikes. Just put the ball in place somewhere, and you got a chance. Very frustrating for him, I'm sure. See if the next guy can pick him up.
Here's the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. In the air, right side. And that will drop foul. Two outs. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves 1. Back here in Queens, all set for the top of the 6th. Now in for the Braves, Ryan Castillo. The wind of the pitch. Hard hit left side. Tosses across to first, and a quick out, number 1. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Hopefully the frustration from that last at bat doesn't carry over to this one. It can be demoralizing when you're hitting the ball really well, but you're just not getting results.
1 down, base is empty. Off the mark there, and now it's even 1-1.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Left-hand hitter waits. To the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now, the left fielder,
Here's Jared Kelnick, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play. So a man aboard, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? That's a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Nice line drive to the pull side. Netted out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Matt Olson. 1 for 2. Fought off foul. And now the lefty. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. On the move. Nice grab on the run. And that's the 3rd out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Braves 1. Back down for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Joe Jimenez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Nolan Jones up now for the Mets.
third baseman.
pitch. He was late there, strike one. Jimenez in his 8th season, 30 years old now, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. That's towards center. Harris racing after it. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
The catcher, number 35, Adley.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. That one missed. Action in the pen down there. Penn Murphy preparing to come on if needed. And the righty deals. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So up next, Jorge Soler, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Harris has a beat on it. Drops into the glove, and that is that. Top of inning number 7. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. As the lefty gets to work. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
Out to short. Witt over to first. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Now bat the third baseman, Austin.
So digging in, Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one. Ripped, but it curls foul. And he deals. And they're at the knees. 0-2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
One down, base is empty.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Down.
And another ball.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Just off the inside edge. And now filled up. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
3-2. Back up the. Oh, that got him. And they get the out after the ricochet. New pitcher on now, Carl Edwards Jr.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Clips the corner. It's 0-1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
There's a strike.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
In the dirt, and the count 1-2. The Braves down by a pair here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Braves go down quietly, and they still trail it here 3-1. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Raisel Iglesias.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Bobby Witt Jr. up now for the Mets.
The shortstop,
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss at one above the zone.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And strike 2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Lane Thomas up now for the Mets. There you see his May and June numbers so far. And misses inside. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 1-1. And another ball. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul. Two now. And there's a ball.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Right-hander kicks, deals. And down on strikes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Mets go down quickly. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Gio Urshela. The pitch. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
Count 1-0.
And a good eye there. Bounced out to short, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher.
1-0.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th.
Feels like a changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Swing and a slow roller. Witt feeds to second, out there to Diaz. That's 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
So the batting order turns over, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Oh, that's out.
That's outside. 1-0.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against it.
The throw in, and he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Next offering is downstairs. Harris at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one missed. Upstairs. Bounced up the middle. And that one finds its way through. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Big RBI for him right there. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 outs. Runner on first.
Somebody explain to me why my cocksuckers can't throw it green. Someone explain to me why my cocksuckers can't throw it green.
Just misses with a single.
Could have gotten him out at second if jackass out there threw it green. Could have gotten him out at home. He literally stopped and turned around. Why can't you fuckers throw it green? Why is it always red?
1-1.
Do you not know how to throw a fucking baseball?
And that's off the inside edge.
I literally can throw it better than that. Throw it to the fucker.
And that one fouled off.
It's not hard.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Righty delivers. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And a pitch. Got him. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, A.J. Minter.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing team did that to me.
The center field.
The pitch. Durant, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Penn Murphy appears to be getting loose. Bummer also throwing. The 0-2. The punch out there, and 1 out now.
Yeah, that's pretty sick. Late cutting action to get the swing and miss right there. I mean, that's just really hard to account for as a hitter when you're seeing the fastball all the way, and then just at the last moment, it darts away from you and you can't reach it.
And it's fouled away.
A musical number that makes my eardrums bleed. Why waste such a fantastic battle track on just such an awful piece of garbage that was done on purpose?
Pitch is in there, and it's 0-2. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Got all of that one. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 4-2.
Shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Season 4 is overrated. In my opinion, one of the worst this show ever did. Now, I can hear and feel that hate.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
One gone, runner at first. Nolan Jones up now for the Mets. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. In the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Adley.
Man at first, and next for the Mets, Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. On the inside corner for a strike. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Nimmo around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now. It's not often someone hits a baseball this hard. It's worthy of the StatCast treatment, Singy.
Well, I was anxious to see what that exit velo would be, and wow, 116 miles per hour. StatCast
did a strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a forced play at any base.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. A gigantic blast. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 8-2. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish.
So let's take a closer look inside the numbers. That blast from StatCast, 113 miles an hour off the bat, Siggy.
And it just flew out of here, Bird. Even if you only heard the ball hit the bat, you knew that was a home run. I mean, he put a perfect...
The left-hander on now, Aaron Bummer.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Now, here is Lane Thomas. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. Back here at Citi.
Now, this series especially has done that on many occasions where the stories
Field. And now here is Matt Olson. And here it comes. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Good eye in that spot. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And that skips into there. Here comes a pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
So it's their last chance in this one. Austin Riley, the next to hit. He swings and fouls one off. They're down to their final strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Hit to right, and that should do it. He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets make it 15 straight wins.
Well, another night, another win. This team is a must-watch right now. Even if it goes late, if there's a rain delay, extra innings, people are going to stay up late to see this streak continue.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious New York Mets.